Hey guys, it's me Jessie, and today I'm going to start off my crazy Halloween tutorials, and I hope you guys are going to enjoy this. Today I'm going to do the zombie. I've got tons of things here, and I'm just going to kind of jump in and get started because I don't want to waste any time. So if you guys want to find out how to look like a zombie and turn into a crazy person, then keep watching this video. Thanks for watching, guys. Or the liquid latex and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna kind of jump in and just get started and use these bad boys. I have been practicing on how to kind of use these because I don't want to I don't know, I just want to show you guys something that doesn't work correctly. So I've been kind of keeping into the loop. Anyways, so we will be using the Scab Blood. Like I said, I already have some out, so I can actually just start that. And what you're gonna need is some spirit gum. I got the Wuchi. I don't know how to tell you say it, but that's what I'm gonna say. It's a spirit gum adhesive, and then I also have the adhesive remover. I do recommend you getting an adhesive remover. It just makes it way less painful to take off of your face because it is quite painful. So, like I said, I'm just gonna get started and apply the lovely appliances to my face. I recommend using like a liner to trace like your appliances and where you can actually apply them, so it's easier to add the glue. And actually, if you get some of them, try to look for what is it called? I don't know what you even call these. Yeah, they're called appliances. They're called whatever appliances, facial appliances. I don't know. Make sure you get ones that have like smooth edges because it does make for an easier application. I'm just gonna cut mine down. So I'll be right back. I'm just gonna cut it down a little bit, as you can see. Then kind of not place that, but whatever. You're going to apply the spirit gum to your face and also to the appliance. You're going to apply it to your face and then apply it to your appliance, and then you're going to make it tacky where you're going to place it on your forehead. So obviously I'm just going to do a circle. I'm going to do one piece at a time because I don't want to get confused. I'm going to take my little appliance and do the edges as well on this. And I like to get as close to the edges as I can because it makes it more stuck to my face. So now we're just gonna get right into that flesh skin stuff, and it's kind of a weird consistency. Don't get me wrong, it does feel a bit, you know, like but you don't need like a lot. So like this will probably go around my whole circle. You really don't like want it to be like big and gloppy because then it does become hard to blend into your skin. So you kind of want to thin it out and make it kind of all one piece, and then go from there because you're kind of trying to make it just more skin. If that makes sense. Hopefully this is all not too difficult to understand. It's just, you know, just gotta play with it. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Nothing is perfect. So I'm gonna start on the first bullet hole that we laid down, and then go from there. And you're gonna basically kind of like pull it onto the appliance and then pull it onto your head. I'm gonna zoom in so you guys can kind of see it a bit better. So I'm working on this one. I'm gonna pull it into the appliance and then pull it onto my head. And don't pull it like on a bunch because then it's gonna be weird for your foundation and stuff like that. So just lightly pull on. Don't make it like a crazy drastic change. You're just basically smoothing out the cotton fibers and making a smooth surface again. So, like don't take it all the way. Oh! Listen here, things. And if you get it into your hairs, it's okay, don't freak out. It's not gonna pull or anything. This stuff doesn't get like super sticky hard because it wants to give the appearance of flesh. Okay, so first one is completely blended in, and I mean, it's gonna look a little bit swollen because both holes are like supposed to look a little bit like, you know, out there, but it's not gonna look like a total, you know, like, oh, that's totally not, you know, that's supposed to be like that. So go ahead and do the same thing and get some more of that flesh and do the rest of the holes. You can either set this using a baby powder or you can set this using a makeup powder. I'm just going to use a makeup powder because I have one that's kind of laying around, and I think that'll be perfect. So make sure you move it all around. Make sure it's all on your face. Okay, so now I'm gonna use the face powder that I'm gonna get the face powder. And I'm just gonna use, this is the Studio one. As you can see, it's kind of crazy stuff all over it. E.L.F. high definition powder looks like this, and this is from the Studio. It's in a cool little square box, and it has a little puff inside. I'm just going to shake, like kind of lift and shake. And I'm gonna start with the first one that I was working on, which is this guy up here. So start with your first hole, and then just move along, and press it. Don't like try and like swoosh it around or anything, because you'll end up taking off that stuff. This is supposed to help set it and not move when you're applying the other makeup on top of it. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to apply our last appliance before we start playing with the blood and the zombie flesh, and it is going to be the throat slasher one, because that would kind of be like a crazy zombie, you know? Maybe. So I'm going to apply my crazy throat slasher, but I'm first going to get rid of my necklace because you don't want to mess that up. So if I could just find the dilly dang hook. And we're going to, I'm not sure if we're going to need the flesh stuff, so we're just going to apply the spirit gum, and we're going to outline like we did for these circles, and we're going to apply the spirit gum and go from there. I think I'm going to apply it this way. Okay, so. So now we have it lined. You can kind of see where I have it lined. I'm just going to take this spirit gum and apply it to my neck. And try not to bend your neck down, because then you're gonna... I'm gonna get the middle first, and then I'm going to stick the edges. Okay, now do the appliance you're working with. Take your finger and go ahead and make the tacky. It'll happen quickly, so you don't have to do it too much. Take the wipey, make sure you have it cleared off, and then go ahead and apply and other way around. Okay. And go ahead and apply your edges. Index finger. Okay, and then do the same thing to the other side. Take your index finger and then tuck it. So that is what it's going to look like on your neck. I'm not going to use that stuff for it because the zombie skin has a texture, and I'm going to apply it basically all over my face. So I'm just going to, yeah, get started with that. That's going to be our next move, buddy old pal. So make sure, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect because obviously nothing's going to be perfect. So, alright, so now we're going to work with our zombie horror flesh, and it looks like this. It has a little kind of spongy dry type thing, and it's supposed to help make the texture. All you have to do with this is apply and reapply and keep applying until you get the right look that you're going for. So, yeah, and it's super expensive, but I was thinking that it was kind of crazy, but essentially. Okay. So, it comes out like this, so it's going to give you that gray look, and I'm just going to start applying this everywhere. I'm going to apply this onto the appliances as well because I want them not to, I mean obviously everything. It kind of looks blue, but it's not blue. So now we're gonna start moving into colors and painting stuff and making stuff look more real. I know I look like a blue Smurf and it's kind of drying, but yeah. So I'm gonna be using my E.L.F. 144 palette for this because I figured, you know, it's Halloween makeup. I'm gonna ruin anything. I'm not gonna ruin something that's super expensive. So if you guys are going to use like your makeup palettes and stuff, I do recommend using one that you're not really too worried about ruining, because like I said, you will kind of ruin some stuff. So I'm gonna be kind of using a big brush. I know this is kind of weird, but I'm using a big brush and I'm really kind of dipping into these blacks down here because I'm going to fill in my eyes and also give myself a little bit of a framing to my face because I've obviously like lost a lot of it with the whole. I'm going to start darkening my eyes. And then I'm going to add some of the greens in it as well, so I'm going to kind of work in the bluey greeny areas. I don't know, I just don't like the color that stuff is. I thought it was any more. So now I'm going to take my black paints and stuff that I got from Cinema Secrets, and it's just like a, I don't know how to explain the texture of it, but it's very creamy, but it could be creamy if that makes any sense, but they're very opaque. And I'm going to kind of dab it around, and I'm going to start dabbing it on the inside of my eyes to darken it up a little bit. So now we're going to go back into the Cinema Secret colors, and it has a yellow, it has a burnty orange, makes it kind of look a little bit like blood, and then a purpley brown that gives a perfect bruise. It's called the accident, I don't know, whatever, little guy, so that's what I'm basically using. I'm going to use this yellow kind of all over my face, because it kind of gives that yellow, it's like a yellowy green. Right on. I just think it's some more. Okay, and then now I'm going to start playing with the burnt color on the bullet holes and my neck piece, just to kind of give it that hole look, because it is still a hole. Okay, and now I'm going to go into that bruise purpley brown color, and I'm going to apply that into the depths of it. I'm actually going to get a paintbrush for this, and it doesn't have to be anything specific, I'm just using just simple ones, and I'm going to slosh it around in there. And I'm going to, I tilted my line. And going back to the burnt color. Now we're going to take that black, which looks like this, and we're going to just dip it in. Okay, and now is the fun part. We're going to play with the blood, and we're going to drip it down everywhere, and we're going to make it look crazy. This is the fun part. So, and we're probably going to go back and play with our eyes a little bit more as well, but I just want to start playing with some blur. I'm going to take another paintbrush and start pulling that blood down my face and all this blood right here. And then we're also going to play with some more liquid blood that's a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to go back and play with some more black in my eyes. Actually, I'm going to take an eyeshadow brush and pop into those blacks and just Why am I looking down? Okay, so now we're gonna start playing with our fake blood. And you guys are like, whoa, you kind of like made it crazy, but this is gonna get even crazier, guys. If you're not ready for it, then you should be. I'm using blood, and this is just vampire blood, and it's their incredible blood red. I don't know. Watch it flow. I'm gonna drink it. Just kidding. I'm scared to like pour it everywhere. So I'm just gonna put it on my head and be a big old baby. Ah. Whoops.